This is how a miracle quietly turns into a slow disaster. You have $263 in your account. It's the 19th of the month. You just got off a 10-hour shift. You're not cooking tonight. You can't afford to eat out. You haven't been able to in months. Your rent went up in January. Your car needs new brakes. Brakes cost $400, so you just press harder and hope. You do the math every time you buy something. Chips, $4.29. Drink, $2.19. You can afford that. Barely. The lottery is at $400 million. You don't usually play. You tell yourself it's a tax on people who are bad at math. But tonight, logic loses to exhaustion. You hand the cashier $2 and say, "Give me a quick pick." She prints the ticket without looking at you. Nobody in this gas station looks at you. You are invisible in the way that broke people are invisible. You fold the ticket into your wallet and forget about it. 2 days later, your life splits into before and after. You're on your couch, scrolling your phone. You see the numbers. You look at your ticket. You look at the phone. You look at the ticket again. Your hands are shaking. At the end of a very small tunnel, 6 numbers. All six, a match. You don't scream. You don't jump. You sit very still for a very long time. Your brain is trying to process a number so large it has no framework for it. $412 million. Before taxes. You say it out loud and it sounds fake. Like something from a movie. You are holding a piece of paper worth more than you would have earned in 10,000 years at your current job. You have never been afraid of losing paper before. You hide the ticket in a book, then move it to the freezer, then the glove box, then back inside. You are terrified of losing a piece of paper. The next morning you Google, what do you do when you win the lottery? First result, get a lawyer. Second result, don't tell anyone. Third result, a list of winners who went broke, got murdered, or killed themselves. You close the browser. You sit in your kitchen. You are a millionaire who is afraid to leave the house. Money this big doesn't arrive alone. It brings systems you've never heard of. You find an attorney. 22nd floor, $600 an hour. 2 weeks ago that number would have made you dizzy. Now it's meaningless. He explains revocable trusts, blind trusts, LLC structures. You understand about 30% of it. The part you understand is this: if you walk into the lottery office as yourself, your life is over. The trust claims the prize. Your name stays out of it. $412 million becomes $118 million after taxes and the lump sum. You are angry about losing $294 million you had for 72 hours. You have become the kind of person who is upset about only having $118 million. That transformation took less than a week. The real change doesn't happen to your bank account. It happens to how people look at you. You tell 3 people, your mother, your brother, your best friend. Within days, everyone seems to know. Your phone starts ringing. Old classmates, distant relatives, your ex. They congratulate you. Then wait. Some don't wait. Can you pay my loans? My medical bills? Buy me a car. You change your number. You stop going to familiar places. Even the bartender treats you differently. Then the letters start. Handwritten, from strangers in pain. You read every one. Each one is a small wound. You finally buy everything you ever imagined, and it feels nothing like you thought. You buy the dream house. 6 bedrooms, a pool, echoing rooms. The first night, it feels empty. You buy cars, watches, first-class flights, expensive meals. The spending feels earned. But each purchase gives you less satisfaction than the last. You are chasing a feeling money cannot reproduce. Having money is not the same as understanding money. Wealth managers say you can live off the returns forever. You invest some wisely. Then, you fund a restaurant, a startup, a beachfront deal pitched at a party. You lose millions quickly. Saying yes feels easier than saying no. Giving feels better than spending. At first, you pay off your mother's house, fund education, donate to hospitals. It feels meaningful. Then the requests multiply. Helping turns into pressure. You create a foundation just to manage the flow. Generosity becomes administration. The people closest to you are now people you pay. 3 years in, your circle shrinks: lawyer, accountant, trainer, assistant. Old friends drift. Bills feel awkward to split. Family tensions grow. You start therapy, paying someone to hear you talk about loneliness. Then you learn what it means to be a target. Lawsuits, settlements cheaper than fighting, security cameras, a guard outside your house. You begin to feel less like a person and more like an asset that needs protection. 5 years later, you learn the number that matters. Your $118 million is now $41 million. Bad investments, lifestyle costs, taxes, mistakes. You tried to cut back, but the life you built has momentum. Advisors become distant. Problems multiply. 8 years after winning, there is nothing left to lose. The money is gone. You sell everything. You rent a small apartment, work a warehouse job again. Your body hurts more now than before. Your coworkers don't know your story. When they talk about the lottery, you stay quiet. The only thing you're proud of is a house that isn't yours. Your mother's house is paid off. Your best friend still answers your calls. You have debt, bad credit, and memories you can't erase. You still drive past the gas station sometimes. You watch people walk out with hope in their wallets. You want to warn them, but nothing you could say would make sense because the money was never the hardest part. It was what the money did to your relationships, your judgment, and your identity. Somewhere tonight, someone will hand over $2 for a quick pick and imagine freedom. They don't realize they might be lighting a fuse. Asterisk.